We begin this morning's plenary session with a case study from DTE Energy and AECOM titled Supervisor Certification is a Safety Force Multiplier. They had a chance to study the effects of having trained and certified project supervisors, and they are here to share their findings with us today. Please welcome Brad Giles, Senior Vice President of Safety, Health, and Environment for AECOM's Energy, Infrastructure, and Industrial Construction Operating Group.
Thank you. Good morning. Dan started off this morning talking about safety, how that's everyone's responsibility, and that's a core business for CII. And that's what I get to work with every day on our projects and our people, is trying to maintain the safe work environments for those people who are out there. What we're going to talk about today is a process we've utilized for quite a while to engage our supervision into the safety management process. And I think it's the single best thing we have done as a company in my career to engage supervisors in the process. So we'll talk about that. It's a certification process, a Safety Training Supervisor. It's mainly how do we impact our resources, how do we utilize resources better. Our last speaker, Art, he talked about people. That's the reason we do our business. We have a responsibility to take care of those people that work for us in the field. I've been in construction and mining my whole career. I look at it as friends and family, so when something impacts our people, I take it personal. The unfortunate part is, as much as we made our advances in construction safety and other endeavors in safety, 3 people will get killed today working on construction projects in our country. That happened yesterday, it'll happen today, it'll happen tomorrow. That's not acceptable. You have to find a way to prevent that from happening down the road. If we follow on with the theme we have for the conference here, it's Lead to Performance Revolution. In our company, we look at safety as a leading indicator of performance. Invariably, if a project does well managing their safety, the quality, budget, schedule, and client relations are improved or come in above expectations. So we take a look at the productivity issues. The expectation will be within budget, will be on time. Within my company, we look at not only a zero incident objective, we look at zero risk-free behaviors. So we expect our employees to have the confidence in making things without taking unnecessary risks. Okay, a quote I like to use is leadership drives culture, culture drives safety. You can't transform a company or a project without impacting the culture. So our leadership takes that from the very top executive, people in this room, down through operating units to our projects and out into supervision in the field. We talk about supervisors, that's the point of the spear, so we need to impact those as we go through that. Now, Jan had some cool videos this morning. What I have for you is a testimonial from Ron May, Executive VP with DTE Energy.
The Safety Trained Supervisor Certification Program at DTE Energy, in conjunction with AECOM, has been an essential program to our safety outcomes at our largest projects. We feel that a supervisor is the first line of defense. They're the first one to talk to an individual contributor. They create the culture for the safety program at our site. And they are the first line of defense when they see unsafe behavior. They perform many observations and really provide the overall culture for safety at a site like our FGD site at Monroe, Michigan. We think that this program has been a leading indicator, a leading factor in creating a safety culture for our craftsmen, and it's been an essential element to the outcomes of extremely important safety incident reduction, and the fact that the individuals involved have provided an ability to influence those individuals that arrive at our site every day.
Thank you, Ron. So why the supervisor focus? Our companies have realized, successful companies with safety programs realize that safety is and always has been line management's responsibility. We talk to our employees, everybody's responsible, but when it gets down to it, we expect our supervision to intervene and do the planning appropriately. We pay our supervisors every day to think about safety, to do safety. We started this process in 1997. We did a lot of effort with our supervisors. They all went to OSHA 10-hour classes and 30-hour classes and HAZWOPER classes. We held a gun to their head. They sat there through the whole thing, and then they went out in the field. First time they ran into a safety incident, they got on the radio called, "Hey, safety guy." We tried to figure a way to get around that to where they took responsibility. So we utilized this process. As effective leaders, we got to use every resource. So when I talk about force multiplication, what we're doing is taking those supervisors, getting them more ingrained and involved in the safety process in the field. So we're going to maximize that. Now the supervisors not only take safety into their processes, they're actually out there adding additional resources, eyes and ears to your professional safety staff on your projects. We look at the STS platform to help us sustain our culture. We often start new projects up. We take over projects midway through the acquisition process, pick up new companies, or we may have a challenge. So we utilize this as our platform to go through it. So the way we get to our culture of safety excellence starts off with supervision, making sure they understand accountability, responsibility, and actions that's needed from them. As I said, I started this process in 1987. That was under Morrison Knudsen. We set that as our culture. We became Washington Group, then we became URS and became AECOM. All those companies have adopted STS as a cultural platform for that. And the company now, AECOM, has taken that platform and expectation for safety training supervision to all supervisors and managers within AECOM. So what is Safety Training Supervisor? It's a safety certification for non-safety professionals expected for frontline managers. Within our company, it comes from our senior executives all the way down through the craft foreman. Within our operating unit, we have over 3,000 individuals who have gone through the Safety Training Supervisor training and certification process. It is sponsored by the Board of Certified Safety Professionals, so it's designed and administered exactly the same way as the CSP test is, Certified Safety Professional. The blueprint is developed by peers working in supervision throughout construction companies, matching up the skills and tasks expected to manage safety. It's non-regulatory specific, so it does not reference OSHA, does not reference EPA, MSHA, or anything else. It's what does it take to manage safety in the field. We've matched those expectations on a global basis, so it's transportable. We've taken a look at expectations in United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, and we match up 95% in the expectations in those countries and what it takes to manage safety. What we'll talk about later on today is how that supervision and interaction relates to the CII research studies. Supervision is a key element to all these studies in their application in the field. Our particular case study, we're going to talk about a project, the flue gas desulfurization project at the Monroe plant for DTE Energy. That's just south of Detroit. It's a 3,200 megawatt coal-fired plant. In the process, we put in 4 selective catalytic reduction processes, as well as 4 fluid gas desulfurization processes. These are an operating project, very small footprint. We often have between 500 and 1,000 craft employees on these projects. And the STS and the safety supervision is what made the key impact on our safety. I have a short video here from Al Mock. He is with AECOM. He's the Senior Vice President of Operations, so you get an operations perspective.
Hello, I'm Al Mock, Senior Vice President with AECOM Power Group Operations. Thank you for the opportunity to say a few things about the Safety Training Supervisor program. Personally, I've been STS certified since 2007. STS has had positive impact on my vision that a zero-incident workplace can exist. It really makes you focus on your responsibility of protecting the well-being of all employees. AECOM initially implemented STS at the safety and management levels. Later, we pushed it deeper into the organization to project management, supervision, and design engineering, where safety can be designed into the project from the very beginning. On the Detroit Edison Monroe Environmental Program, which spanned a 14-year period, we posed a challenge to our staff to have all management and supervision personnel STS certified. The team responded by achieving 100% compliance within a short period of time with new team members accomplishing the same when they came on board throughout the life of the program. This assisted the staff to help the crews in hazard recognition and provide guidance in minimizing at-risk behavior so incidents can be avoided before they happen. STS is a program that can be enhanced by the entire organization. At AECOM, our philosophy is that all employees, not just safety professionals, are responsible for safety, and this program allows STS certified people to be equipped with the knowledge and the confidence they need to positively influence safe work practice, no matter what their main job responsibilities are on the project. Thank you again for allowing me to speak about STS, a program that can have positive influence on your safety performance.
Very strong.
So Al and our management are all very supportive of it, from our senior executives on down. If you run into Art Limbo, who's president of our power unit, Mark Costello, industrial process, Mike Hubbard with Rust, they all have STS certification. The expectation is all their staff will have that also. What's the return on investment on this individual project? As we closed out, the FGD for units 1 and 2 was our most recent project. We surpassed 400,000 hours without a days away case. We had one recordable case. That was one who worked in timekeeping, salary person who tripped on the sidewalk. So we don't count that exactly as non-industrial, but it was recordable. Our leading indicators exceeded more than 100% of goal, and our safe acts observations went through the roof. So very good performance off of that. This afternoon, a presentation team will be myself, Eddie Greer from Board of Certified Safety Professionals, more than 30-year career in construction with KBR, Mike Costello, Safety Manager from DTE Energy over contractor performance, and Kurt McGinn, Project Manager for capital projects with DTE Energy. We'll be in the Suffolk room on the 3rd floor as you come off the escalators. In the back of the room, we'll have some BCSP brochures specific to the STS. Those who attend the meeting with us this afternoon, implementation, have a thumb drive that gives that information on BCSP, the process to apply for STS, as well as AECOM training materials to go along with that. Thank you for your time.